So my print just finished. Little Darth Vader for Bob. Like literally a little Darth Vader. So this is what it looks like right off of the extruder. This is a base it puts down, and then this is support structure so that it doesn't bend while it does the stuff that's floating up near the top. So I'm going to paint this, and first step I got to get it off. So I start with a box cutter. I just kind of get it under there and just kind of lift up around the edges. It's paper thin, it comes up real easily around there. And then the hard part is getting the scraper in under it, because it's relatively thick. Okay, so I got it in. Alright, so I've got little Anakin off here, and then this is what you get when you're done with the print. You can see all the support structure in there. It's this boxy looking webbing stuff, and that should snap right off. And then I'm going to airbrush this little fella with my Iwata Eclipse. So let's get to that. Okay, so I've got it mostly cleaned up. There's a little bit of schmutz under there. Vader's got a fro apparently. And this is incredibly delicate, this helmet. It's very thin, like you can see my finger through it. It cracked when I was taking it off. I had to put a little bit of tape in there. You almost can't see it. You can see the very edge of the tape right there. But that's going to hold it together, and now I'm going to paint it. So I'm going to be using Cretex, however you want to call it. This is an opaque black, gets really good coverage. It's a little thick for my airbrush, so I'm going to be watering it down with some reducer. And this is my airbrush. So this is an Iwata HPC. I also have an Eclipse, but I won't be using that right now. So I'm going to load this thing up. So that's the paint. Now for the reducer. And then we'll give it a little shake. Kind of mix the two of them up. The reducer helps it spray finer. Since I have such a fine needle in this thing, it'll clog easily without it. It also helps prevent tip dry, which is when the paint dries on the tip and it clogs it. It's a real pain in the ass for any airbrush artist. So I'm going to pop the lid on. Alright, we are locked and loaded and ready to paint Mr. Vader here. So I'm going to lay him on his back. Shake it up a little bit more. We'll do a couple of test sprays. Push for air and you pull back for paint. So just like that. You can get very fine with this. Like you can basically write. So I'm going to come up, and that's going to be a problem. It's going to wobble a little bit. So I'm going for just kind of total coverage first. Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. I need to stand him up. Okay, something's wrong here. Oh shit. That's what's wrong. The frickin' lid came off. Alright, I made a minor mess, but got the first coat down. Frickin' thing leaked. That has never happened to me before. So this is what we got so far. Now I need to start doing an undercoat. So I'm going to need to dry this guy off. Here's the cool thing about airbrushing. Push down without pulling back. No paint comes out and it dries it really quick. Alright, we have a done Vader. I think I've got all the little nooks and crannies taken care of. And he is ready to serve the dark side.